Imagine you're making a big puzzle. Eliminate a lot of try and error. How can your toy store be totally different? Do you need to have more fancy graphics? Hey lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're just joining for the first time, I'm Aisha and I make YouTube videos on entrepreneurship, lifestyle and fashion. So on today's video, we'll be discussing one of the most important aspects of starting and growing a business, which is creating a business plan. So if you're wondering why you should listen to me on this, well, let me tell you, I have more than 8 years of experience in entrepreneurship and creative industry. I ventured into different businesses. Some failed, some did well, and I just got tired of some. Life happens. So I also had my master's in fashion management and I'm starting a bag brand at the moment. I love to do extensive research into the unknown. I've learned a lot in life. I am by far not a pro, definitely, but I'm trying. So if you think this is enough, let's move on. So first things first, let's understand what a business plan is and why it's important. So a business plan is a roadmap or simply a document or file that outlines your business goals, strategies, and how you achieve them. So it helps you clarify your vision, attract investors, secure financing, and guide decision making. It helps you to see the road clearly. It lays down every blurry visions or foresight on the table for you. So you're seeing everything clearly and you know where you're going. It will eliminate a lot of try and error, unnecessary experiments that will take more time from you. A business plan is really important. So even if you're too lazy to do an in-depth one, it is still very important for you to at least create a basic one. The first step to a business plan is research and analysis. So imagine you're making a big puzzle. Before you start putting the pieces together, you need to take a good look at the pieces and figure out how they fit together, right? So that's how making a business plan is also. It's just like putting all this puzzle together. So you need to look at the pieces of the puzzle for your business. And this means you need to do some exploring and thinking. You'll want to learn about the kinds of businesses that are similar to yours. You need to find out who might want to buy your products or use your services. And that is your target market. So you need to see what other businesses like yours are doing. So it's really like being a detective. You have to search for clues and gather information. You might look at business websites, Google News, social media, and even read charts or graphs to understand what's happening around your business area. So the more you know about what's going on, the better insights you have and the better you can plan to make your business successful. I hope I'm making sense. So let's use an example. Let's use a toy store as an example. So to do a research and analysis for this, let's divide the steps into 4 parts. The first part, which is studying the toy industry. So we will look at other toy stores and see what kind of toys they sell, how much they sell, and how they advertise. Are there lots of toy stores already? Or only a few? Are they all in one area or they're spread out? So what is the demand of these toys in the area and what is the supply? So this means how high are people buying toys and how high are people selling them? Are people selling higher than people buying? So if they are higher, this means there will be too much competition on trying to get people to buy your toys over the other seller. If this is so, how can your toy store be totally different from every other person selling toys? Do you need to have more fancy graphics or you need to have more out of the box concept for a buyer to want to buy from your store over the other seller? I'm too good. I hope I'm explaining well. So the second part will be to identify the target market. Who will want to buy toys from the new store? Maybe it's parents with young children, or maybe it's grandparents looking for gifts, or maybe it's teachers or daycare centers. So understanding who will be interested in buying the toys will help us to know what kinds of toys to stock, how to advertise, and who to advertise to. So the third part is the analyzing competitors. So for this, we will need to look at other toy stores nearby to see what they do well and what are their weaknesses. Do they have varieties of store, or do they specialize in certain types of toys? How do they attract customers, and how do they treat customers? Understanding what other toy stores are doing can help our new store to find ways to stand out and offer something different. So the fourth part is accessing opportunities and challenges. For this, we need to think about what might help the new store succeed and what might make it difficult. So for example, an opportunity might be that there is a growing population of young families in the area who will need to buy toys, or more schools or daycare. And the challenge might be there's already a big toy store nearby that people are really used to and more comfortable buying from. So by thinking about these opportunities and challenges, we can better come up with strategies to address them in our business plan. So let's move to the second step to a business plan, which is to define the business concept. So let's pretend we're making a special party just for our friends. So this step is like deciding what our party will be all about and what fun things we'll do there. So we'll need to decide on the theme. Is it an all glitter party or a Amapiano vibes? Or is it a all white party? This really sounds interesting. So we want to make it really special and exciting, so everyone will want to come and party with us. And that's on per. I'm not serious. Next, we need to think about all the fun things we can do in our party. Maybe we'll have a dress-up corner with costumes or a secret treasure hunt. We want to make sure there's something for everyone to enjoy, right? To make the party special, we want it to be like the best one ever. We need to think about what will make it really special. So should we have a secret password to get in, or a party flag, just to show that it's our special party? So once we've decided what the party will be like, we can invite all our friends to come have fun. We will tell them all about why it's the coolest place to hang out, and we'll make sure to listen to their ideas too, so that everyone feels included and excited to join in on the fun. So if you enjoyed the video so far, kindly support your girl by clicking on the subscribe button. Also share, like, comment, and turn on the notification bell to be the first person to get more amazing content from me. The next step is about making the party the most awesome party. So we want to make sure it's super fun and special, so that our friends will want to come party with us every day. So let's get back to our Toy Story example. So for the toy store, let's divide it into 4 steps. The first step is to decide on the theme. So will it be a store for all kinds of toys, or a store that specializes in educational toys? So we want to make sure it's a place where kids and parents feel excited to visit and explore. So the second step is to think about the fun activities. What are the fun things we can do in the toy store to make it an enjoyable experience for everyone? So should we have a play area where kids can try out toys, or a special section where we can host crafts workshops or storytime events? You know, this can create an environment for families that want to spend more time together and have fun. So the third step is to make it special. We want the toy store to stand out from the competition. So what will make it unique? Should we offer personalized toy recommendations based on a child's interest, or they'll have a loyalty program where customers earn rewards for their purchases? So we want to create a welcoming and memorable experience. The fourth step is to invite customers. Once we've decided what the toy store will be like, we can start telling customers to come check out the store. So how are we going to do this? This brings us to the next phase of the business plan, which is to develop a marketing and sales strategy. So let's go back to the party example. So we need to think about who we want to invite to our party. Are we inviting our friends from school or our neighbors or maybe even our family members? So we want to make sure we invite the right people who will have fun at the party. So how do we invite them? We need to decide how we're going to let everyone know about the party. We can make invitations to give our friends at school, or ask parents to help us call our relatives, or maybe even create a special poster to put up in our neighborhood. So we want to make sure everyone knows they're invited and feel excited to come. So what fun things do we do at the party? As we've said earlier, we want the party to be super fun. So we need to think about all the things we can do to make it special. So maybe we'll have games to play, snacks to eat, or even a dance party. Let's continue with our Toy Story example. Let's divide this step into 4. The first step is to know our customers. Who will want to buy toys from our store? What do they like to do? Who do they love? What are their fun activities? Where do they go for fun? Do they love to spend on social media? Which socials do they love? Is it Facebook, Pinterest, or Instagram? What time are they likely to be busy and free to check their socials? Do they love reading the newspaper? So this second step is to decide how to reach them. How are we going to let our customers know about the toy store? Can we put up signs in the neighborhood? Or do they have people that influences them to be a better parent? Can we advertise in local newspapers or even create a fun commercial to share on social media? So we want to use different ways to make sure everyone knows about the store and wants to come to visit. So the third step is to think about the fun things to do in the store. We want the store to be a fun and exciting place for families to visit. We want to make sure our online presence is also showing off the same vibe. So the fourth step is to make sure everyone feels welcome. How can we render top-notch customer service? How can we go above and beyond? How can we create a warm and inviting atmosphere for the customers? We want every customer to leave the store feeling happy and excited to come back. So let's get to the last step of creating a business plan, which is to create a financial plan. Let's break this down. Let's break it into 5 simple steps using the Toy Story as an example. So the first step is to count the money. We need to think about all the money we'll need to start the toy store. This includes things like buying toys to sell, renting the store space, getting everything set up, marketing costs, transportation, shipping, anything and everything that will go into setting the store. So we may not remember the little expenses we'll need. So we need to add miscellaneous also. The second step is to make a plan. So once we know how much money we need to start, we need to think about how we'll make more money to keep our store running. This means figuring out how much money we'll make from selling toys and how much we'll need to spend on things like rent, utilities, and paying our employees and other expenses. So this will help us to understand if the toy store will be profitable. And this can be done by simply estimating our money selling toys and subtracting our expenses like the rent, utilities and all from that. So we can determine our profit. So if our sales is greater than our expenses, then we'll make profits. But if our expenses are more than our sales revenue, then we'll have a loss. So it is better to do all these simple rough calculations first before diving deep into the business. If there is an issue somewhere, then you can take some steps back to know where the problem is, why the problem is there, and how you can scale through. So there will be different problems along the way, but the goal is to know why and how to solve it, not just concluding instantly that the business will be a disaster. So the third step is to set goals. We need to make sure our toy store is a success. So we need to set some goals for how much money we want to make. We can use our calculator to help us figure out how many toys we'll need to sell each month to reach our goals. So this will help us have a clear target to work towards and make adjustments to our strategies if we're not on track to meet our targets. So the fourth step is being smart with money. We need to be careful with our money and make sure we don't spend more than we make. So this means creating a budget to keep track of how much we're spending and making sure we're charging the right prices for our toys so we can make profits. And the last step is finding help if needed. This is important. So we might need some financial help to get our toy store up and running. How can we get this help? Are there grants, foundations that offer support to startups? Can we talk to investors or banks? Or can we manage with working full-time or part-time? Who can give us money to help start our business? If we're working with investors and banks, how can we pay them back? That is very important. With a good plan in place, we can make sure our toy store will be successful. And there you have it, guys, a step-by-step guide to creating a business plan. So don't forget that a good business plan is also a valuable tool for attracting investors, securing finances, and guiding decision making. So start working on your business plan. We've come to the end of this video. Kindly support your girl by clicking on the subscribe button. Also share, like, comment, and turn on that notification bell to be the first to get more of this amazing content from me. So thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.